Today is May the 20th, 2016. It's 2:41 in the afternoon. It's a Saturday. I'm just recovering from mowing the lawn. My wife is gone with girlfriends for the day. Went out to Lake Michigan. So I was going to talk about, is this a Friday wrap-up? I don't know what you call it on BookTube. So I was just going to mention I got a book in the mail today. I got this book in the mail today. God Has Spoken in His Son, A Biblical Theology of Hebrews by Peter T. O'Brien. Peter T. O'Brien is one of my favorite New Testament scholars. This is on a biblical theology of Hebrews, and what that is referring to in the Bible, in the New Testament, you have the epistle to the Hebrews, which is, you have the Pauline epistles, you have Philemon, and then you have the epistle of Hebrews. And Peter O'Brien wrote a biblical theology on the epistle of Hebrews. He also has a commentary on the letter to the Hebrews, Peter O'Brien, and the Pillar New Testament Commentary Series. I don't know when I got this. I mean, it came out in 2010. Any commentaries, any books by Peter T. O'Brien, I buy them. He's really solid, conservative, believes in the authority of God's Word, is reformed, conservative. He's really good. Very good writer, very clear. So I got that in the mail. I get this series. It's called the New Studies in Biblical Theology, edited by D.A. Carson. D.A. Carson's another great New Testament scholar. I have like, I don't know, 10, 15 of this in this series, and I don't buy all of them, but I have like 80% of them, and they're really good. So I got that in the mail, and this morning I continued reading The Dark Night by St. John of the Cross, The Dark Night. Kind of blessed by that this morning. So I was reading The Dark Night by St. John of the Cross, and then I was reading this afternoon. There's a book tag going around in BookTube about the New York book tag, and one of the questions is what is on your nightstand? Well, I have a Bible I always have on my nightstand, just 3 books. It's been on there for years and years. I have a Bible that my wife gave me when we were dating, a New Testament, a King James Version Bible she gave me, and then I have a book on a book of prayer written by an Eastern Orthodox person, an Eastern Orthodox man of God, and then I have this book. I keep this book on my nightstand, The Art of Pilgrimage, The Seeker's Guide to Making Travel Sacred by Phil Castagneau. I always keep this book on my nightstand, and I read it just to read it. It's really a great book, and I just pick up and read it, and I recommend it because a lot of the books I've been reading lately, I don't know why, but they all are about traveling, wandering, walking, psychogeography. And that reminds me, I got this book in the mail yesterday, The Art of Wandering, The Writer as a Walker by Marilyn Coverley. He's the one who wrote this book on psychogeography that I mentioned in another video, Merlin Coverley, Psychogeography. And I got his other book, The Art of Wandering, The Writer as a Wanderer. So I got that in the mail yesterday. And I'm almost finished reading American Smoke, Journeys to the End of the Light. So there you go again, journey, traveling, wandering, walking. It seems to be a current theme in modern literature. Well, you really think about it, it's always been a theme in literature of going on a quest, going on a pilgrimage, going on a journey. Think of Jack Kerouac, On the Road. Another book I keep downstairs by my other computer is this book here, Literary London, The Reader's Walking Tour by Andrew Davies. And it's just about writers who walk around London and different parts of London. Yeah, I was going to mention also about Hebrews, the Epistle of Hebrews. I was reading this commentary last year on the commentary on Hebrews by Thomas R. Snyder. I mentioned Thomas R. Snyder. He has a commentary on the Epistle of Romans, and he has a New Testament theology, and he has a Pauline theology. But he also wrote this commentary on Hebrews, Biblical Theology for Christian Proclamation by Thomas R. Snyder. And he also wrote this book, which is a good book, have an overview of the Bible from Genesis to Revelations, a biblical theology of Old and New Testaments, The King and His Beauty by Thomas R. Snyder. So that's a good book to have if you just want to get an overview of the Bible and biblical theology. I recommend, and I recommend any books by Thomas R. Snyder, his on Romans, his Pauline theology, New Testament theology. So those are the things that I've been looking at today. This afternoon, I'm not sure what I'll read. I try to read on Fridays my Christian books. So I might look at my new book, which I just lost. Where is it? Oh, this God Has Spoken in His Son, a biblical theology of Hebrews. I'll probably look at that this afternoon and wait for my wife to come home and write my diary. I'm on page 435 in my 2016 diary. We're already halfway through the year 2016. It's amazing, isn't it, how time just flies by. So that's what I'm reading. That's where I'm at in my diary. That's what my day is going by. What are you reading this weekend? And so anyway, until next time, bye.